Several died because this Moses upset the Pharaoh. Where did he come and who is he? What is here would like to speak for us? Working us twice as hard. What have you done to us? Upset the Pharaoh.
Now Pharaoh has ordered us to collect our own straw for the Queen.
Listen
Do you
to
know how long
him!
it'll take each day? We still have to do the same work!
You died
just trying to keep up with the work we have to do now.
Listen!
All of us will die tomorrow and the day after, thanks to you.
Listen!
Would you rather stay slaves? Is that it? You like your chains? You want your wives and your children to live like animals. You want permission to live and die!
What can we do?
The Egyptians killed him. They killed him. Tomorrow they might kill you or you or you. Years ago, their soldiers, they came here in the night and they killed all the newborn males. You didn't want to fight back then. You don't want to fight back now, no.
You want to blame those who want to save you from such a thing happening again.
Because a man is born in slavery, that doesn't mean that he is a slave. He has to think of himself as a slave before he is one. To be a free man, you have to start thinking like one. God sent me here to lead you out of here.
How do we know it was you he spoke to?
And what he said. My words aren't enough for you.
They weren't good enough for the Pharaoh. That's the point.
You've thought it over. Come to plead with me. Apologize.
To give you one final warning. Free your slaves.
God!
Why are you sending me away? Don't you love me anymore?
I love you.
Don't you love your son?
Yes.
Then why do I have to leave?
I'm asking everyone to give up everything they've ever known. I have to give up something too.
Me? Gershom?
If there were any other way, but I have so much to do. Terrible things are about to happen here. More terrible than anyone has ever known. I don't want the two people who mean most to me to be here for them. I know how powerful this God is. He's more powerful than anyone can ever imagine. It's time.
It is red silt from the river.
Come and see the trick.
Look at that. Enough.
Take it away!
Your quarrel is with me. Your God's quarrel. It's with me. Must all my people suffer because of it?
Unless you do his bidding, yes.
Tell him to do his worst. I'll not surrender to him. Or to you.
Plague after plague ravaged the Egyptians, leaving only the slaves untouched.
My son. My firstborn.
Imre!
I told him all about you. I wanted him to meet you. This is Moses, my brother. A great, great man. Wait for me by the gate. How much longer will this torment continue?
Until he frees us.
He'd have had you killed by now. But he knows what your God can do. He's afraid of his power.
Ramses can put an end to it at any time.
A weak man is the worst of all adversaries. He mistakes stubbornness for strength. He'll fight on when a strong man would leave the battlefield knowing all is lost. You're a stubborn man, too.
Because I know I'll win. God will win.
And then what?
Ramses will free us.
And what can we do in the meantime?
Pray to your gods that Ramesses will spare your people further suffering.
They were your people, too, once. Weren't they?
Come on, priest! Get out! Get out there! Now do something! Protect him!
No. No. Surrender to a slave. Is that what you want your Pharaoh to do?
Who else counsels this?
The skies rained down pestilence and fire, leaving the Pharaoh and his sorcerers powerless, until the very face of Ra himself was hidden from view.
There. You see?
It is not possible, of course, that mighty Egypt could be destroyed by this man, Moses, and his God. But there are those who begin to fear it. They say freeing a few slaves is but a small price to pay.
Menerith, how much longer can I count on my army?
I'm a soldier. I'll tell you in plain words. Men have seen their women and children go hungry, seen them fall sick, seen them lose everything they have, including their faith in the power of the Pharaoh to protect them.
This is blasphemy! Silence!
They would rather have the slaves freed than lose what little they have.
I am Pharaoh. Centuries look down on me. I am a god.
I am a god.
No. No. I stand firm. I will not be moved. I will not sacrifice that much of what I and my son have.
Pharaoh! Pharaoh! Years ago, the previous Pharaoh had a vision of a prince of Egypt who would bring mortal danger to the kingdom.
Moses is no prince of Egypt. He's a slave.
No, he's not a slave. He's my son. I found him in the river, and I brought him up as my own child, as the Prince of Egypt.
I told the Pharaoh this prince of Egypt would bring down both horse and rider!
Get him out! Go! Make him go!
Just the men.
No. The women and the children, too.
The women, but not the children.
All. Everybody. The old, the young, every slave you own.
Not the flocks and herds.
Yes.
No.
We leave nothing that is ours.
That is not for you to say.
No. It's for God. But he speaks through me.
I am Pharaoh.
I am Moses.
I'm willing to bargain.
I am not.
I am the sun, the moon, the Nile. I rule in this kingdom, and I rule in the life after death. If this man enters the palace again, he is to be killed. Instantly.
And what now? What now?
Freedom is near. Very near. Our God has brought us this far. There is only a little way to go. These are our last hours as slaves. Remember them. Tell your children to tell their children how bitter our captivity was. We must never forget. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? Get ready for a journey. Roast meat. Bake bread. Eat with the bitter herbs that have been all we have had to savor our food with. Be ready to leave at any moment. Smear some of the blood from your meal over the door of your house. Do not forget that. Every door must have that sign on it. It will protect you. And then wait. Wait. Wait.
Seti! 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 Seti, wake up! Seti! Seti! Seti!
my son was taken too.
I grieve with you.
You grieve? Wasn't this your doing?
It was God's.
You willed it. Ramesses will give you your freedom now. Your God won. I think your God is a cruel one.
Years ago, Pharaoh sent his soldiers to kill our children.
I wasn't among them. My son wasn't there. Why should we be punished?
I do what God tells me.
If he told you to kill me, would you do it? Would you?
The men and the women and the children.
Yeah.
With all their flocks and herds.
Yes.
Before they leave, their masters and mistresses will give them gold and silver
No.
as tribute for the labor of 400 years.
Yes.
Menrith won't see you. He's still grieving for his son. For my grandson. I can't pretend to understand. Sometimes I think I don't know who you are anymore. Perhaps I never did. All I know is that I love you. You're my son, too. And I'll never stop loving you. Will I ever see you again? Will your God let me see you again?
It's time! We're leaving quickly now. Hurry! It's time! Now! Now, we're leaving! Now, we're leaving! Come on, quickly!
You brought us here. Then the Egyptians betrayed us. Now I'm taking them back to the only place I can. The desert.
What are you doing? You can't disturb Joseph's grave. This is sacrilege. We're his tribe, not the Egyptians. He belongs with us.
Keep them moving. We're not safe yet. He could still change his mind. Come on.
Where do we go, Moses? Which way? Promised land? Where is it? How do we get to it?
How long will it take?
How will we live till we get there?